Hey everyone, I'm Ross Chastain, and welcome back to another episode of Asphalt, presented by Fresh from Florida and powered by Like a Farmer. Episodes can be found on the Like a Farmer YouTube page or under Like a Farmer wherever you listen to your audio podcasts. We've got another great show for you today, which will include a trip down to Bradenton, Florida, to Ralph Taylor Nursery, to take a peek behind the scenes of all the plants, mainly the ground cover plants you see at the Florida Home Depots. And we're going to show you the family behind the scenes that services and supplies most of your Florida Home Depots with all of that work, all those plants. So, but before we get into that, producer Ben, how we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm here.
You're here.
We're here.
Yep.
Another week.
That you love having a podcast.
Oh, buddy.
Talk about the things that happen.
Talk about the obvious.
Yep. Talking about the good and bad. And sometimes you have to talk about the bad.
We do.
Yeah.
We have good and bad this week from the cup racing.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back at Talladega 2 weeks ago, you were there.
I was there.
Thank you for making the trip.
Absolutely.
Yep. Our boy Carson won.
Yep. That was cool.
Big company win.
Yeah. He was stoked. Made a lot of headlines. And he actually just came back from the Met Gala 1 week removed from that. So, yeah, very cool. Happy for the Spire team, too. Obviously, you drove for them. So, cool to see kind of the whole company rally around the 77 team in Victory Lane, which is pretty cool. Fun environment and a late night at Chili's.
Did you make it? I
did make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We obviously had a while. We had to wait on the plane. But luckily, we instead of flying out of Statesville, we flew out of Concord. So flew in there. I was able to make a quick pit stop at my place before heading up to the Mooresville Chili's, which I'm going to shout out his PR rep, Vince, because while Carson was doing post-race media in the media center, he told us where everybody was going. So luckily, no fans showed up. We were kind of worried about that.
Yeah.
So it was cool to celebrate that with the employees and take a small part of it. It's cool. Good weekend for you, though, too.
Yeah. Hey, base hits. Just
for sure.
Get on base.
Yeah.
Happy to be rolling at the end.
Yeah.
Look, pushes came from behind me, through me, and I delivered it to the 23, and Daryl never had a chance. So
that was a big one.
I felt terrible then, feel terrible now. Could I lift more? Could I get spun? A lot of things, but a lot of energy coming through that middle line, which Daryl and I both saw off of 2, and that's when we both moved up to take that speed, and the Penske cars were pushing each other, and man, they push so well. The Fords push so well. So definitely, I hate it. I looked in my mirror in the camera, and I'm just like, oh, how in the world? Why do I get to make it through it when I'm the last one that delivers the bump that spins the car that starts it? So it's not fair.
Yeah,
like those things. Was on the brake. Could have been harder. Could have been off the gas more for sure. So that was those are humbling whenever it's almost worse when you make it. Selfishly, I'm glad I made it, but there was only 4 of us rolling around the front stretch at first, and a couple more of the Spire cars came through because they had stopped for the wreck, but Carson was one of them. But yeah, definitely glad to win the stage. Had to take more fuel at the end then for us. So that had to do it, like burn more to win the stage, and then came out 9th and came off of turn 4 in 9th spot. However, at the end of the stage, like we started the stage in 9th and we ended the stage at 9th. So a couple of them wrecked and we finished 7th.
Yeah. What do you think of the longer first stage that they tried doing, just to kind of front load the fuel mileage stuff that everybody tries to play?
It got it out of the way, but then we all just ran side by side too wide. You can't make a third lane at that pace with these cars. It seems to be impossible. We're trying, like guys in the back are trying to tandem and trying to push each other. It's just not, it ain't happening. So there's an effort to make all that more appealing, to make it where we can have a third lane and that we're not so against each other, like pushing front to back. There's no bubble. Maybe people have heard us talk about like the beach ball effect where you kind of push each other away. We used to have too big of a beach ball. Now we're just like we're always running into each other. Like there is no beach ball at all. So there's a middle ground there. I think some of the drivers are looking for that I'll race whatever they want. I don't get into those meetings. I don't get involved in those conversations. So whatever they send us out there with on a Sunday afternoon, we'll go race.
I enjoyed Chad Fincham driving up there and taking the lead. That was awesome.
Yeah. Hey, go do it.
Yeah.
I would do the same thing.
Yeah, why not?
Like when I was in the 77 car before Spire was cool, when we were doing it out of the premium shop, if we ever had that opportunity, we would have done it in a heartbeat. Not so much in Jay's car.
Yeah.
Jay's, we would have stayed in the back. But when you had to drive the 77 for Jeff and TJ back then, that was it's a different time. But we'd have done the same thing. So yeah, very cool. We crossed the line, and I was just happy to make it because we were right in the middle of all the chaos in the tri-oval. And I looked up to see like who won, and I could tell. I was like, "Oh, the 77 Carson won!
Yeah.
Holy cow!" So I went up there, and I was pumped. Philip going crazy on pit road. Some awesome pictures.
Yeah.
Hat instantly backwards.
Hat was backwards.
How does it turn? Like, I don't even think he consciously knew he did it.
I don't think he was conscious of a lot of things at the moment for a lot of different reasons. Yeah, I was rolling on pit road, and I was trying to shoot Carson's burnout. Like, he went kind of by the start finish line, which, like, photographers, you can't even get close to it. And even if you're on the edge of pit road, you can shoot them coming by, but it's so wide.
Yep.
But I turn around from doing that, and I just see him both arms out, hat backwards. And I was trying to get some pictures of him rolling like towards me on pit road, because I think he had Tyler Green, a spotter, sticking out, and Phil's arms just like flailing. And my favorite is when he was trying to, they're rolling the car into victory lane, and they had to like back it up to correct. He's on there pushing. That was the best.
Yeah, when he pushed the quarter panel back, only person pushing the car. Carson's got it in reverse.
Yep.
He's going to back up.
Yep.
Phil's on that right rear, pushing, helping.
Yep. Yeah.
But,
I saw the officials that were running anytime the crew members were there. I'm like, Phil, I don't know if I'd be touching the car at this moment. But
yeah. I think that when you think about it when I look at it from y'all's perspective, like, right, the MMI office and what y'all do and the drivers y'all work with, I'm relieved and happy that we have another winner in the group, and that Kerry Agajanian's vision for driver management is continuing to live on, long after he's stepped out of the sport, but it's still a piece of what we do, and we go to him for advice. He was driver focused. I mean, at the leading edge, at least, if not before most people, from the driver agency side. So, getting to walk in that office this week and know that it was after all y'all were gone. So sorry, you were already hopefully at home. But when I went in there this week, it was like, all right, really cool to think, all right, we've got, another winner in the group now. Obviously he's won at the truck side, with Nice Motorsports and Spire, but, it was cool to think that another cup winner is, getting all the things that we need from the agency side. So I think for Philip, taking on Carson as his true day-to-day project, a couple years ago, was you could see the excitement in his body language for sure.
Yeah.
He was pumped.
Yeah, a lot of hard work. And he stuck with him every bit of the way through everything. So I know that was a cool accomplishment. So.
Yep. So
that's cool.
That was cool.
Yep.
Well, we packed up from there, went to Texas.
Yep.
Did you wear a cowboy hat?
I didn't have a cowboy hat.
Me either. I don't have a straw one.
Yeah. I just don't think I can't pull it off.
Nobody feels like they can unless you're a real cowboy. None of us are.
I mean,
I have a felt and I feel silly wearing it, but I still wear it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get the memo for it. I didn't even bring boots. Well, I didn't know we were going to the rodeo. I didn't get that text until like 2 hours before we were supposed to meet up.
Your Georgia boots should always be in your bag, man.
I know. I learned that lesson. I'm going to need them this upcoming weekend. I can tell you that much.
A pair of Georgia boots and a bathing suit is a non-negotiable for me.
The swimming suit I always do. That's number one rule, 100%.
What? Like the amount of space it takes up in the bag, doesn't matter. These, they take up some space, okay?
Yeah.
Bathing suit does not. Always need to be ready.
Emergency, yeah.
No telling what.
My uncle taught me that. He's like, number one rule, travel, always bring a swimming suit with you.
Yeah.
So I'm a big hot tub guy too. So you got to take advantage when you can.
That's right.
But
we all went NASCAR trucking, Craftsman Truck Series. Super overcast and cloudy, cool day there on Friday. First time I've ever held a truck wide open around Texas.
Sketchy.
All the years I've done it. Never could make myself in 1 and 2, but
yeah,
I think a lot of people did in qualifying. And yeah, I was proud of myself. I was, even in the past when I could have done it, I always lifted just a courtesy lift. We still qualified 23rd, but we drove forward right
Mhm.
away in the truck race and worked on it. Got to 4th in stage 2. Carson, a couple of them up there fighting for the lead. We were just a little bit back, and then we actually got the lead off pit road. At the end of stage 2, there was a weird caution where there was a 2-lap run to the finish of stage 2, and Dawson and Minnie stayed out. So we got to choose from 3rd, and I made a move in the second dog leg to, I thought, take control of the race and drive by Dawson. Like, he didn't get a good restart. I had the run, and I go down at pit exit, and he just drove me to the apron. Like, there's rubber down my right front tire to the number is where his left rear tire was just, we were just smoked against each other. And I went all the way onto the apron, and as it turned sideways, I lifted and didn't wreck him. But it messed up Ben Rhodes and the whole inside line just got stacked. So I know I cost other people too, but we had to pit for the fender then, and a bunch of metal body issues with the truck. Like, the trucks are still metal bodies, so as soon as you touch them, which we hit really hard and for a long time, but the fender was just laid in on the tire where O'Reilly and Cup pop right back out. No, kind of the end of our night.
How would you say the what were your first impressions of how the track's aging? Because I felt like it was a little more racy compared to years past, just from outside perspective. But what did you feel like during the race?
Yeah, I feel like the remnants of the old spray, the PJ1, are still there. I was watching pre-weekend some old races back last year, and then I just kind of went back in time to see to answer that exact question, like how much more do I think it's going to have aged. And it was amazing. I forgot how dark that spray used to be, and now it's not. You can barely see it basically on the corner exits, and you can't see it in 1 and 2, but there's grip up there in the 2nd and 3rd or 3rd and a half lane. So the O'Reilly race really pushed the groove up, which set us up good for Sunday. And it was full sunshine and pretty high track temp. I mean, relatively speaking, enough. So I think that helped. But it's weird. You can't see the spray, but there's still grip up there to get off the bottom. So that I thought all 3 races, drivers were moving up and down and running out of dirty air in all the series. So I thought Allgaier was going to get Larson on Saturday.
Yeah, he
followed him into one, and
every single time. Yeah,
it was not going to go to the bottom.
Yeah, I for the last part of the race, I went up to the Van Groningen condo hospitality deal up in turn 2, and we were watching. And it's just like you could see the gap close, and then he just, I don't know, he wouldn't. He was. I mean, you're up in the booth, obviously you saw it, but it's just you felt like you could get to him. Yeah. And I think he was the fastest car all day too, but just couldn't get by him.
Yep. But the closed loop on Friday, Carson wins again. So
that's true.
He wins Talladega, wins the truck race Friday night, shows up Saturday, wins the pole.
Yeah.
Last car out. I don't know that I've ever been the last car. A couple of poles we've gotten. We did group qualifying at Watkins Glen and at Nashville, I think. I don't think we were the last car. I think Amigo was, because he'd went faster than me in round 1 back when we had 2 rounds. So, I saw Carson posting about wanting to be that last car and wanting to go get the pole, and I agree. That's cool.
Yeah,
it's
the crowd pop was really cool.
It was.
Yeah, I was standing right by his pit box with Luke Lambert and all them, and it was nuts.
Yeah,
how crazy they went. It was cool.
When you're living right, you're living right.
Yeah, because it's cool. He always talks about the old qualifying clips from back in the day when they were ripping around there, be all mocked up and everything. And he's like, I always love those moments when a guy goes out last and puts up a good lap, gets the pole, and everybody goes nuts. So it's cool.
Yep. When we packed up from that O'Reilly race, I took off. I had my change of clothes in the rental car and went straight to the stockyards.
Oh, did you? Okay, I didn't even went straight there.
Yep, just straight down there. Got in some what I thought was PBR. It was not professional bull riding. It was Cars Tour bull riding. It was
is that what we? I think
that's what I called it.
Yeah, I think it's that was what we landed on.
Very serious.
Yeah,
at the local level, high end of local level.
Yeah, I mean it was
and riders from all over.
Yeah,
the world. But PBR comes next week.
Yeah.
finals are there in Cowtown next week.
Purpose-built arena, though. It was cool. I had no idea that was there. Because I've been to Stockyards a few
Yeah.
times, but I had no idea that a whole arena on the side.
Same. They said they get more visitors per year. Very odd stat.
Mhm.
More visitors per year to Cowtown, to those Stockyards, than the Eiffel Tower.
Really?
Like the real Eiffel Tower.
Wow.
There's less people at the Eiffel Tower every year than there are. They come to the Stockyards. And it was like going back in time, pulling into there and walking up to the venue.
I love Fort Worth. Like it's cool. But yeah, like it's just got a different feel. Like it's comparable to Nashville for people that haven't been in Stockyards. But it just, I don't know. I'm not saying Nashville isn't authentic, but like it just feels more like, oh, this is like a cowboy town.
Well, those were real cow pens out back. I don't know if where you parked, but we parked and then walked over the bridge, like the pedestrian bridge over it. And those were at one time real working. I don't know if doesn't look like they used them in a while, but like that would have been sorting pens and you'd have been selling lots and selling cattle. And so that's a different time.
It is. I think they had that in the video when they were like introducing and they talked about some of the history, which is cool.
I didn't enjoy the music in there.
It was loud.
And
the music and the pyrotechnics.
Country enough.
No.
Rodeo's always big on pyrotechnics.
Yes.
Like the kerosene or whatever, the fuel out in the dirt.
Yeah.
And they draw out the logo. That girl had a heavy hand. She was pouring a lot of fuel.
Yeah.
We were right behind the steam machine.
It kept popping up.
I mean, that was nice of them. They put us up there on that deck, but then literally the steam machine's just pumping. I guess it was smoke. It wasn't
And you
steam.
would think the fireworks would be done and they go boom, boom. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. But the arena, like you said, purpose built.
Yeah.
I think around 3,000 people, 3,500 people, they said.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much full.
Yeah.
Almost sold out, I think. And it felt electric in there.
It did.
I mean, 3,500 people felt like 135,000 to me, like because of the way the arena's built and it was all echoing and people go crazy for the barrel racers.
Yeah.
Those girls barrel racing, like the
They
crowd
fly.
is into it. They are.
Reminds me again, like a qualifying lap or something.
Yeah.
They're just ripping around. It's cool.
And the best ones usually go at the end.
Yep.
And so they get to see if they can go win it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. A little Mark Chestnut action.
That was cool.
That was
I'll be
cool.
honest, I had no idea who he was. I got the text we were going 2 hours before.
Oh.
And yeah, he was really good. I listened to him on the car ride back from the track. So
Like headed to the concert or after the concert?
after the track. I was driving back.
Pre-concert or post-concert?
Pre-concert.
Okay, so you were trying to learn some songs or get an idea. Yeah. I didn't know what to expect. I mean, all of his music, he said it is old.
Yeah.
He said he said, I'm not going to play any new songs tonight because I haven't written any in a long time. So, yeah, I thought he did great. I mean, that's the work ethic to continue to go out and perform for so many years, decades he's been doing it. Very cool.
It seems like his band's been a lot of the same core people for that long too, which is cool.
Randy Travis was sitting side
Yeah,
stage.
that was cool.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
So Jordan spotted him.
Yeah.
We're sitting there and Mark took a breath basically just between songs and she's like, look at the side stage. We're just out in the crowd and you could see Randy over there just smiling and that was cool.
Yeah, for sure. Billy Bob's too. That's again, first off, I had no idea they had an actual rodeo area. What do you call arena?
It was an arena,
yeah. I had no idea they had that back there too.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, the Cowtown Arena held say 3,500. This one held 35 people. It was tiny in there.
Yeah.
And those bull riders lost.
Yeah, they
Every
were.
one of them.
If the Cowtown was Cars Tour, I think ours was. What did we say?
You're gonna make
Bowman
people
Gray.
mad. You're gonna make people mad. Easy.
No, I'm just saying size wise too. It's tiny.
There you go.
Like it was half the
Nice.
size. Like it felt like a
Mini stocks at Bowman Gray.
yeah. That was a fair assumption.
Yeah, I agree.
Purely based off the size.
Champ carts at Nice.
Yeah, there you go.
That might have been
There
what
you
it
go.
was.
Yeah, absolutely.
The question after, did the bull riders or did the bulls win? And we said the bulls won, and the promoter said, yeah, they usually do.
Yeah.
So
With their lineup there.
and
It wasn't close either.
It wasn't. And one guy fell awkwardly and he went limping out the gate. I was like, gosh, why are you doing that? For the love of it.
I don't know what's to love about that. For me, at least.
I think the
For
adrenaline
actually
of
do
the challenge and the competition. Like if you do ride, you win, you make money,
Mhm.
but they do it for the love of it.
Couldn't be me.
Have you ever tried roping?
No.
I tried as a kid, wasn't good at it.
Yeah.
Intimidated by the rope itself. Like when you swing that thing around your head, man, it feels like
Yeah.
you're gonna take your head off.
Yeah. Or like rope burn or anything.
Yeah,
If
I
you
don't
like,
mind that so much, but just I had the Singletaries, my best friends growing up, were big into roping, and they'd practice, and I'd be sitting there like, "Can we ride the 4-wheeler? Can we go do something?"
Yeah.
So
A rip around.
yeah, but yeah, Mark Chestnut, definitely recommend going to see. Great experience. He was into it. He was like engaged with the crowd, told some stories. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd see him again.
Yeah. Van Gronigans were there.
They had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their daughter plays volleyball.
Yeah.
Did you get the whole story?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why they were all there.
Yep.
So that was cool that they all came in. John Hoff came in. They had a condo off turn 2 and a suite on the front stretch.
I don't know about the front stretch, but
Okay.
I was at the condo.
Okay. Was it as loud as they talked about?
It was nuts. Like inside with the sliding glass door shut, you'd have to yell. And then as soon as somebody would like come in and out, and the balcony is only like 3 feet maybe, so you're all crammed in there. It's ridiculously loud. I don't know what it is about the reverb of the cars going by, but it's wild. I don't feel like you get that up in the grandstands, or it's nuts.
I heard David complaining. I wasn't sure if it was legitimate or not, but good to know he was.
It was bad.
Yeah. Well, when we got on track and we made some noise with the one car, we actually went forward. End of stage 2 and beginning of stage 3 for sure. Not at the beginning. Started 16th and went backwards, but McSwain worked on it, and we did not go laps down on speed.
Mm-hmm.
We did at the end, but yeah, it was nice. We were on both sides of the balance and just worked on some wedge, but mainly air pressure, and finally actually through a mistake, I have to tell myself, obviously I sped. That's the big mistake that everybody knows about. But before that, end of stage 2, we were supposed to wait on fuel a couple extra seconds after the stop was over. I completely, I don't know, didn't think about it, and they dropped the left side, and I took off. And so we were like, I don't know, 7 gallons shorter than they wanted to be. We were going to fill it up at that point. And he's like, "Hey, buddy, like, you did that. Now you get to live with it. Like, it's not worth it to come back and fill up. You'll be all the way at the tail of the lead lap. So now we have to play it out. We have to stop shorter than we wanted to. But we got to restart 12th versus, I think we'd have been around 18th or 20th. And actually went forward. First time all year on a restart, I've really passed people legitimately. Got to 9th and then 8th, I think, before we pitted. Past the 77, he was struggling.
Yeah,
that was nice to see. That Superman is human over there. So, yeah, I think the 8 and I went by the 77. So that has not happened this year. And then the 8 and I both definitely stubbed our toes. And
Kyle started really strong.
Yeah,
start the race. You drew up to like 4th or 5th.
Yeah, there's light in the Chevy tunnel.
Yep.
Definitely RCR and Trackhouse have been struggling, and we, in my opinion, the best way I can describe it is like we mounted some things on the cars upside down, basically opposite of what we had been doing. Like we got to go a different direction, and there was definite. We don't really grasp why, honestly, but
so you didn't have like an aha moment between everybody. You just kind of started going down a path.
Just go a different direction.
Yep.
Like it's like the horror movies, like don't run down the dark alley. We were running down I feel like we didn't know it. We were running down the dark alley, and let's turn around and go where the light is. I don't know. There was no lightness and darkness. It was just thought we were going the right direction through what we've been building on over the last year, or through this new Chevy body that we have, and definitely not. Clearly, the other mile and a halves were not as strong as Texas. So across the board on the key partner side of RCR and Trackhouse for sure saw some speed. So it was nice. And then I sped 50.09. No excuse. Just section 6, hot zone. Too fast.
Where was that on pit road?
It was about 10 plus boxes before mine. So before start finish.
Okay.
On like the turn 3 of the Legends car track of the quarter mile, somewhere right in there. I knew where it was at one point, but now I've already blocked it out of my mind. But yeah, just popped. I actually got away with one earlier and didn't know it. We were 50.00, and that's technically the last 100th you can be. They don't tell you the speeds live unless you speed. So once we got our report after the race, we saw our 09, and then we also saw the 50.00 earlier, which we got away with one in, I don't know, maybe the beginning of stage 2 or something. But yeah, we were too close and didn't know we were living that close to the edge.
Yeah.
So took us out of, I think, what would have been 10th-ish if we run it out.
Yeah.
Said we're 26.
Yeah. Maybe the last restart. Never know what happens.
Yeah. Well, conservatively, I'd say somewhere in there. Did you watch the Kentucky Derby?
I watched some of the like pre-race coverage. I didn't make it to the main event.
I didn't watch a single second.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know that it happened.
I forgot it happened, honestly.
I mean, everywhere we went, or when we got to Billy Bob's and all that, they were talking about that there had been a watch party at some place right in there.
Right.
In that Cowtown area.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's hard too, because they have all those like prelim events or whatever, like leading up to it on like the grassy, like infield track, and then they run on the clay or dirt or whatever they call it on the outside. But I feel like usually I have a better pulse on that, because sometimes we'll do like pools for everybody like picks a horse, but it just snuck up on me this year.
Same. I don't know.
Yeah.
Golden Tempo one.
Golden Tempo one. It was the first female trainer in history to win, I guess. So that was cool. Stoked for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did want to ask you, so there's a trend leading up to it where people would ask other people, like if they had a horse in the race, like what would you name it? So if you had a horse racing the Kentucky Derby, what would you call it?
I don't know, but I mean, I feel like there's so much that goes into the names, and they're always like a two name a lot of times.
Yeah. Just random. It's just random stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah. I had one, but I don't know.
What would it be?
I don't know if you're going to allow me to come back on the pod in 2 weeks, but I would call mine Section 6. All right, moving on.
It would be fast.
Yeah, it would be.
It would be fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing on that.
Yeah, it's all right.
Good one.
Thank you.
Good one.
Yeah. I'll just pack up my things once we're done.
No. Actually, you have to keep doing the pod. That's actually what happens when you do that. Well, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That was Texas.
Yeah.
Big hoss.
Big hoss.
Catch yourself looking up there?
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd check it from in the car.
Although during it was either the truck or a Riley race, I was at one of the pit boxes, and there was a RV that was parked perfectly in front of it that you couldn't see any screen. So you would think anywhere in the infield you'd be able to see it, not on pit road in certain spots. So a little bit of a blind spot there, but other than that, you can see it, obviously.
It's the largest outdoor TV in the world, I think. And you're saying you couldn't see it?
Yeah. It was. I would have thought they would have thought about that, but I guess not. I was going to take a picture, actually. But, yeah. Well, should we move on to the farm?
This week, as you know, I went down to Bradenton, Florida, so y'all are going to get to go down and see Ralph Taylor Nursery and learn about all things ground cover plants for the Florida Home Depots. Y'all check it out. Hey guys, today we made it to Bradenton, Florida to Ralph Taylor Nurseries with John and Danielle. Thank y'all for having us out here today with Ag to Asphalt.
Thank you. We're excited to have you.
Yeah, standing in the nursery, hour and a half from where I grew up, but I see probably a lot of plants that I would eventually see at a store somewhere. Tell me about this operation and what we're standing on this ground.
We're third generation nurserymen and women, and we service 45 Home Depot stores between Naples and Crystal River out to Lakeland and down to Sebring. So we're kind of all over the Gulf Coast.
So I definitely have seen your plants.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. How many different varieties of plants? I see quite a few different age and size of plants, but what's kind of the elevator story of what all do you grow?
We have anywhere from 15 to 20 primary top-selling varieties, and we have 50 additional just unique, more specialized varieties.
Okay, so you talked about like the challenges of growing in Florida. Is there things that your grandfather grew that aren't around anymore that like you remember? Like for me, it would be like seeded watermelon were real big back in my granddad's day and when my dad started farming, but the volume of seeded has went way down with seedless watermelons. Is there an example like that of a plant that Granddad used to grow?
Yeah, the first thing that comes to mind is oleander. Oleander was just this dynamo crop, and I remember even when I was a kid, we had fields of it out here. But as time has gone on, it's proved to be a bit of a problem plant. So switching over and having items that are not only Florida friendly, but just natives in general. Are much better and much better for the customers, much better for our environment.
Nobody's gonna believe him and I that we didn't plan this hat situation we have going on here, guys. Like, I wore this pulling in the driveway and saw y'all standing out here, and I was like, oh, we have the same hat on.
It's a good look.
It is.
That's right.
How long have you been a part of the Fresh from Florida program?
This is what, year 2?
Well, yeah, so we've been doing the program for, I think this is year 3 actually.
Wow.
We've been doing the program for a few years. And we're both members of the FNGLA. It's the Florida Nursery Growers and Landscapers Association, and it's a really incredible organization because we get to be a part of an industry that contributes $41.9 billion to the state of Florida. And it's a really impressive group because someone like me who is specialized in this area and specialized in these items gets to go to a state convention and meet the Fresh from Florida folks, and they get to get us tied in not only with just the opportunities that are available, but also other growers, advertising capabilities. It just, really expands your business.
Yeah. And it's been a great relationship too. Everybody thinks Fresh from Florida, they think something they're going to eat. And so to have all those all those signs in Home Depot has been a really great advertisement for us and good connection for the community as well.
So year 3 of the Fresh from Florida program. When did y'all start running things more day to day? Have you always done this?
No, so I was a teacher. He stole me from the classroom. So I taught agriculture for 8 years.
Okay.
And then he knew eventually he needed some help.
Yeah. So I grew up in the business, obviously. And I started with the company, 15, 16 years ago. And that was, I started at the bottom. I think like anybody should in a business. You don't want to just say, here's the keys to the kingdom. 9 years ago, my dad and I really took a hold of taking over. Some things happened. It was before COVID, but there was a lot of stresses on the industries. Banks didn't want to loan money to agricultural businesses. They were too high risk. So we went through our own trials and tribulations of banks not wanting to give you the loan that you used to rely on. So we had to make a lot of changes, and through just our relationship, stewardship, from my dad, his just steady hand on the business, making sure that we were going in the right direction, but then also him relying on me with ideas and drive to get out there and, further that relationship with Home Depot. And I would say 5 years now, we've been really hand in hand running this operation, but I would say the last 2 years, probably the Fresh from Florida years,
Right.
Danielle and I have been taking more of a lead in the company. And, at this point, we've been blessed to be in the position we're in, but also working very hard to hand it down to our daughter for that next generation.
Is that who's walking around behind us
Yes.
here?
She's back there somewhere.
Okay. So that's the next.
That's our hope. That's why she's here and skipping school.
Okay. Oh, as a teacher, you approve of
yes.
skip day? I think a good skip day is crucial to kids.
I agree. She's our only hope at this point.
Yeah.
So.
So you left the classroom. You're a couple years in. Why do y'all think you want to keep doing this? I'm sure there's a lot of headwinds, a lot of issues, hurricanes, weather. Why do this?
Oh, you give me goosebumps just asking that question. I mean, for me, like, we're a religious family, so like this is God's creation. You know what I mean? So in order to just keep creating these beautiful plants that not only improve people's yards aesthetically, but help the ecosystem and the environment here in Florida, like, it's my heart.
So for us, it's a broader picture. We most certainly could sell the land and go retire somewhere and just show up to every school play and donate all our time, but we think there's a bigger calling when it comes to you know, what we can do with this tool that we've been blessed with.
And this, I'm sure this property, before we get to work, has seen a lot of growth around it.
We're extremely unique. This community, it has been here for 100 years. There's newspaper advertisements from 1925 advertising the fantastic artesian wells in this little community, and they were trying to sell 20-acre nursery plots, or sorry, farm plots. But everyone in this little rectangle behind us, we're kind of the leading corner of it, has remained an agricultural homesteading community. It's 620 acres is our little rectangle in this corner. And again, if we can be so blessed, maybe we'll, you know, pick up a couple of our neighbors' pieces and hand that to Juniper so she can do more.
Okay. Can we get our hands dirty?
Yeah.
Do it.
Some work to be done?
Blended soil mix, and it's a mixture of peat, bark, and dust, and then it has a little bit of slow release fertilizer mixed in it.
Yep.
And it's pretty universal. We can use this on almost all the product. We don't have to get real specific to change it between one item and another. So we'll pull these soil and then we'll top it off right here.
Yep.
And then he's going to press them and put them on. So if you want to hop in there.
Not getting yelled at yet.
You're doing all right. Taking it easy on you, running slow.
Yep. They said I got to do 2,000. You talked to me, got me a lap down. I'm behind. All right, there's my gap.
There you go.
I get out of the way. Like 15 maybe?
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. I don't see any potted too deep. You did pretty good. I was impressed.
I had a good helper.
Yeah, I was impressed you were able to do it without your pit crew in your ear.
Yeah,
being like, hey, look, you need to rotate the bucket, tilt it more.
Yep. Yep. Thank y'all for letting us come out and tell this story. Really cool to see this operation and get my hands dirty a little bit.
They are dirty.
You know, no gloves needed here.
No.
This is documented. You know, most people don't believe I get my hands dirty anymore, but I didn't get yelled at. I didn't drop a plant.
You did a great job. If you stop making left turns fast enough, you can come back. We'll hire you, buddy.
Nothing. No, you don't want that. But one thing before I leave, I want to give you a pair of Georgia boots each. So Georgia Boot want to say thank y'all for what you do. So
thank you so much.
I think we've got the right sizes.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Let y'all keep
boots.
working and
Very timely.
get you taken care of. So awesome. Well, thank y'all for having me.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Big thanks to Georgia Boot and Ralph Taylor Nursery for allowing us to come and tell their family story of the Ralph Taylor Nursery and everything they're doing behind the scenes of the Florida Home Depots. And now, Big Ben, we get to talk about Watkins Glen.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite trips of the year, honestly. I like going up there.
What did you think when the schedule came out and we were this early?
I was looking forward to it, although I thought the weather was going to be nicer based off of the forecast so far. It is not looking good.
As a Minnesotan, does that give you any leg up on what the weather could be? Or are those not geographically close enough?
It just fluctuates. It could be 60 degrees right now, or it could be 30. Like it's probably, say the 5th. It's probably starting to warm up there consistently, but I'm more worried about the rain this weekend. It's not looking good.
At least we can race in the rain.
That's true.
It's miserable for everybody working it. It's not nice to drive in, especially if you're not the leader. But we don't have to wait around like we would at Texas.
Yeah.
So let's Busch Light, apple, glass half full it.
There you go. Have you raced in the rain before?
I have. Oh, too many times.
Too many times.
I actually, once I get out there, I'm okay. It's the nerves leading up to it.
Yeah.
Trying to find the grip. And then if it changes, like if the rain picks up or it dries out, it gets really nerve wracking trying to figure out when to go from slicks to dries or usually going from dry tires to slicks is a mandated thing. Like NASCAR makes us do it, which I wish they wouldn't. I wish just selfishly let us decide.
Yeah.
You stay out an extra lap. If you stay out an extra lap on slicks and it's too long, and you have to just go real slow or you crash, then that's on you. But when it dries out, they let us make that decision. And there's times where like good cars go a lap down because they stay out too long and they're trying to nurse it to a stage end or something or get stage points, and somebody else puts on slicks and they could be like 6 seconds faster per lap. And you can make up that pit stop time very quickly. If the high speed corners dry out like the S's and stuff, then it can change a lot. So
I think it had a cool strategy element.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least if it rains all weekend, I'll have good practice through all 3 races.
That's true. Your big triple duty weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I not know this? Is this my first triple of the year? I think so.
Darlington.
Oh yeah.
Darlington. Were you in the 9? Yep. I think you were in the 9. Yeah. So second one of the year.
Because I parked backwards on pit road.
Right.
I got spun out.
Yep.
Yeah. Me and Buddy Love got spun out that day. On pit road. But I'll get the niece truck. So Protect Your Melon, New York Governor's Traffic Safety Committee, one of the early states that jumped on board our program there with Protect Your Melon and have been steady ever since the beginning. I think 2016 was my first year working with them. And I've been all over the state of New York, from down in the city to all across the upstate. And obviously a lot of time around Watkins Glen on race weekend. But I remember driving up there with the show car, driving up there in one of Johnny's dualies and trailers, a gooseneck that they had that Johnny Davis had. And it was like our Las Vegas car that we were using as the show car. And then finally we got a show car put together with an engine, like a little crate motor that we could crank up and do burnouts in and stuff. But man, I remember driving up there so many times and riding up there with old guys that worked for Johnny on the side, and they would actually do the driving. I'd ride with them because we weren't buying airplane tickets.
Right.
Every dollar was going back into the race car. So, going to be cool to drive the truck, red watermelon truck, be easy to spot.
Yep.
Gonna have Shane as a teammate.
Yeah, all 3 of you Trackhouse guys are doing triple duty.
Yep. Connor is over on the dark side. He is driving for Spire.
Trackhouse Labs truck.
Yeah. Trackhouse Labs. Big effort on Shane and I's part to outrun him. Mm-hmm. And I'll be happy if Shane wins as long as it stays in the Nice family.
Yeah. They'll have a good shot. Should be cool.
Yeah. Shane and I were at the Nice shop today, and him trying to fit in a truck is funny to watch because the trucks, although they're longer wheelbase and just with the big spoiler, they look larger, but the cab is smaller and mainly shorter front to back. So I swear his hips are back and his shoulders are forward. So he looks like he's leaning forward. You lean your seat. You know how you have to sit on an airplane?
Yeah.
When you're taxiing, they make you sit up. That's how he's sitting. And then you'd rather be reclined a little bit. That's how normal people sit in race cars. Not laid down, but not forward.
It's almost like a sprint car. I think they kind of sit very upright like that.
But he's such a big fella.
Yes.
Which they've got good practice with Cletus driving.
Yeah, and Carson too. Every time you're on board, it's just his knees are up here. I'm like, how do you have clearance on the steering wheel?
I don't know. And he's so fast.
Yeah.
So, excited for Mate to feel the truck. Last time I think he drove one was IRP.
Yeah, I think it was his only other time.
Yeah. Not a good experience for any of us at IRP, but looking for a lot more. He's got Mike Shiplett as his crew chief. I'm working with Phil Gould. Shiplett is the guy I drove for in the Xfinity Series and won my first race in 2018 for Chip Ganassi Racing. So a lot of good memories with Mike. He had that 42 car rolling back then.
Yeah, he did.
Best car in the field by far.
Was he crew chiefing when Justin Marks won that rain race at Moto Ohio?
Probably.
Yeah. I like Monsoon.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, pretty much everybody that got in his car won.
Yeah.
It's cool to see Mike. When he became available a few years ago, I was adamant that we get him up there and Al, Cody Fall hire him. So, for JF Electric, another shot to go win another race.
Yeah. O'Reilly
race. Jordan Anderson.
Yep.
TMT Gravel got this nice hard hat.
I was wondering when you walked in, I thought we were getting ready to do some construction. I was a little worried.
Listen, Finney is doing the construction here. I try to stay out of his way
Yeah.
here in the studio. What people don't know is the fourth wall is still under construction. Literally,
Yeah.
the fourth wall. We try not to break it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did some concrete work. I wish I would have known. I'd have like scratched my initials in it or something.
Yeah. Put your hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna get it, man. We're gonna insulate that door behind you.
I can't wait.
Keep the bugs out.
Yeah.
We're in a barn, Ben.
Yeah,
Come on.
I know, but we got camera equipment. I can't cobwebs and everything.
Dusty in here.
It gets expensive if that breaks.
Yeah.
So
Well, let's not break it.
let's try not to.
Yeah, so TMT Gravel is the reason for the hard hat. I went up to one of their quarries a few weeks ago and got to be a part of all things granite, dynamite blasting, sledgehammers mounted on the ends of track hose, like on the end of an excavator, and chiseling apart big pieces of granite. So really cool. Gonna be cool to get up there with the group behind the scenes at TMT and show off their brand to all the O'Reilly fans.
Yeah.
And then the Busch Light Apple car on Sunday.
Yeah.
Apple.
Love Apple.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I want to win with Busch Light so bad. We're trying so hard. It's been so long for them.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Do
what
it.
else you
I don't
say.
really know. I don't know what else I can
I'm
do.
trying. I'm trying.
Yeah. No, I mean it's both a truck and O'Reilly very stacked this weekend. It'll be cool
It will be.
see everybody duke it out.
Yeah. Honeycutt will be fast in the 11.
Yeah.
That truck's fast everywhere they go.
Yep.
New points leader, I think.
Yep.
Saw that.
Yeah, I think he's 16 points ahead, maybe. I'm that's probably completely wrong. I saw it a couple days ago.
All we care about is leading the points.
Yep. Yeah.
It's rolling, getting rolling for him.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll see. Rain's going to play a factor in everything. We'll just take it all one lap at a time because it could change. Like the way the rain, how much it falls, how much is falling on the track will change with all the elevation. It could run down the carousel a weird way and lap after lap, or the leader could have more water that he hits versus the guy in 10th. So you just can't see.
Yeah.
These little plastic, like I'll call them mud flaps with air quotes, that we have on the race cars are silly. I don't see them doing anything, but we all run them.
Are you a windshield wiper guy, or are you just Rain X?
I'm a Rain X. Give me all of it. Like on a pit stop, I wish. Remember the IndyCar days, the old days, they would fuel the car, and then when they unplug, they would squirt the side.
They still do that.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I want that with Rain X. Every stop, just squirt it.
Yep.
Just, like cover the windshield. Yeah, I was asking Phil Gould about that day because there's Rain X for regular vehicles on the road for glass, but then they also make a plastic, made for plastic Rain X. So I don't know what's different in the chemicals, but I want that water to get scared when I'm coming down the racetrack because lots of Rain X. I don't enjoy windshield wipers. They never go all the way down.
Yeah.
We're sitting so low in the race cars. I'm looking at the bottom, basically 2 inches of the windshield where SVG, and he's fast. I understand this. So people might say, raise your seat up, Ross, but he sits so high because it's as low as the seat will go. He has to have more windshield clear for him, which is more in the window of the wiper, windshield wiper. So I'm just in the very bottom little part of the.
I feel like they always have issues too.
They're never
like
smooth.
They'll stop or won't switch on or something.
You're going 150 miles an hour.
Yeah.
At least they got away, I think, mostly from everybody putting all the arrow widgets on them.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It was like,
and where you clocked it.
Yeah.
You see different teams clock it at different spots.
Yep. I'm sure that was
He's trying to at the beginning. We were trying to like time out when to shut it off to get it to slowly come to a stop. But yeah, gonna be fun. Expect a ton of campers up there.
Always.
Great camping scene.
Yeah. We'll see how this year goes. Might be a little muddy, but
kids are still in school.
Yeah.
We're not summertime yet. The kids aren't out of school, so I feel like it's an experiment on NASCAR side to see what the upstate New York fans do. Do they come out this time of year? Do we need to go back to later in the summer? I'm thinking less people than usual.
I'm staying out of it.
Would be my vote.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's just a hard time of year because you're coming off of spring break from April. So final stretch. I mean, there's some people, like a lot of college people are graduating like this week and next week, I know. So
that makes it harder to go to the race if there's college graduations.
I mean, if they're before this. But
you're making a strong case.
I'm just theorizing at this point. Maybe that's the Bapple talking.
Oh. Okay, let's wrap this up. That it? There anything else?
That's all I got.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Act Asphalt, presented by Fresh from Florida and powered by Like a Farmer. Tune in to the Like a Farmer YouTube page every other Thursday or under Like a Farmer wherever you listen to your audio podcasts. See y'all in the next episode.